the winter solstice. And the winter solstice is known as the shortest day of the year. It's an annual solar event. It always takes place on December 21st, usually. The Yule. This year, it's around 4:47 p.m. on a Wednesday. And this marks the point which the sun has attained its waning limit. The light we're able to observe from the sun soon begins to increase once again. And in some cultures, the winter solstice has been called the moment of the sun's death and inevitable rebirth. And most cultures, outside of those who absorb the ideas of traditional Chinese medicine, actually view the winter solstice as this formal beginning of the winter season, the Yule in the pagan. Now, darkness comes earlier than at any other time of the year, and the sun shines at its lowest point in the sky. This is the yinnest of yin times of the year. And in ancient Egypt, what's also curious, it's the time of year marked by the observance of the return of Ra.
Inshallah and Ashe. It's a Freaky Friday. So while we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, the live stream, or tune into the replay, we've got options. How was your clear knowing yesterday? Have any gut instincts? So is your heart feeling a new way of being right now? Are you opening up to accept the story that you're creating for your future life? So creation is to bring into existence, to create. The root means to form out of nothing. So creation is this fusion of energies that create a new energy that function independently of the energy that was created. So the evidence of what you've been creating is being seen. It's taking form. It's taking form independently, receiving the ingredient of what you are creating, taking form. So this new belief in our environment, a new environment possibly, and being ready to receive with the exception that what is being accepted is truly what belongs, heartfelt feeling it. So why you feel or what you feel belongs will all of a sudden start to be attracted to you. You're frequenting the frequency of that feeling. And oftentimes it may look very different than what you may have expected. So if something you believed in feels off the tee, off the cusp, if you will, you can still keep it in your heart space. Perhaps it fits in differently somewhere else in your story. It's like your wardrobe. The hat might not fit today, but it fits yesterday or something like that. So the narrative that we speak to ourselves, our throat centers online. So this is where we have the opportunity to have a open door policy to really be creative with this independent story that we're orchestrating or writing for ourselves. So with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. Once again, I am your host. I'm a practicing holistic shaman and medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term holistic Sha medium, which is a combination or a resonance of them all. And my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms, our original divine blueprint, to navigate our soul's harmonic, which is online, through these realms, the imaginal, into and through the shaman's portal, a gateway there into the cosmos with these subtle realms, and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and ritual. And Tiger, I guess, wants to join the show. Yeah, Tiger. The rituals, the otherworldly kind, you might see him jump on the stage, just so you know. He does do that. Otherworldly rituals to really add to the juice of they're actually the origin. Rituals are our origin of our personal container, our medicine, our personal medicine, actually. Just assisting you in discovering or navigating your prime directive, your inner genius, whatever your personal medicine is, the star that I believe we all uniquely, innately are, possibly opening the door or reintroducing you to that magical being that resides within so that you shine even brighter. There's a purpose for all of this, I'm telling you. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do, YouTube or... Am I still live? That's all I want to know. Oh gosh, it says I'm live. Okay, well, you might have to do a little hiccup fix up. I don't know. But we do have our higher octave of our throat channel online. I don't know where I got off track. However, we are having some interference. Maybe the universe doesn't want me to let you know that you can write your you can rewrite your story, a script of your own story through our soul's harmonic. But before we dive into all that, super funny, let's give a big shout out to the village, the audience, the community, new subscribers, and all. And also those of you that have been part of my journey since the very beginning, also gratitude. And to those of you that do tune into the replay, I appreciate that. And if you don't mind hitting the bell button and the white button so you're notified when I do go live. And do remember, a comment or a share does get you a message for your day to get you on your way. You can also find me on other social channels, of course, like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all over the web, I guess. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer. I will be fixing this energetic hiccup, but sometimes we do need another worldly life coach and assistant to really get us out of our own magical way. And the daily snippet. This is about cosmic energy insights, the elementals, not just of the earth realm, but also of the galaxy, a message for our day that streams in, and a subtle energetic center for the season, and more. But being that our throat center is online, the higher octave energy, along with our soul's harmonic, it's time to be self-expressive. Show your creativity, your independent creativity. It's a tool of clear hearing. You may hear the sounds of the universe. The corridor is open to really receive the galactic energies. It's like a stratosphere of light, being able to connect these streams. And not just connect, but also create with all of your amazing tribe, the village of healing intuitives, shamans, mystics, medicine people, through the etheric. I feel the astral is overly congested. That's just my opinion. And have you noticed, this is interesting, that most of the healers, energy medicine practitioners, and so on, they also have issues, or most of us do, having abundance or receiving issues. So do you find that that's just a mere coincidence? I don't think so. We are all here, and we are here. We're being activated for a purpose. This is our time. It's up to the village, you and all of us as humans having this earth school experience, to believe it to be so. So it's time to step into our light, our power, which is a different octave, collectively two different streams, which is an elemental force. And the energy of today is loving us to contemplate, to play, to be the fae, to dance, to laugh, to fire it all up and spark the light that we are, just learning through these experiences. But being that the soul's harmonic is on the throat channel, the seed sounds are activated to the core, and the different hertz, if you will. I would listen to the solfeggio sounds, bring the oneness, the universal streams to your core, through you, and connect all the way down to the earth star, just reinforcing this connection and blessing the experience with gratitude into the earth plane. I know sometimes I always do an offering into the other streams, an altar of gratitude in the other realms, but it's time to bring that into the earth plane. And imagine your heart opening up to your divine expression, receiving the streams, the universal streams of light and love, feeling your expression to the divine overpour. So it may be a day literally to journal your experience and to reflect it like a mirror, or reflect on it even later throughout the day, like even in 6 months. But being that today is a day to receive, to be in the waters, to rest and contemplate and reconcile, not a day to do a lot of achieving or running around. Be in the waters. We're being invited to be open to explore our own personal creativity, seeing all the streams of creativity, like all the forks in the river and the stream. Like, which way are we going to flow? Go with the flow today. Be free to go with your creativity. Be in your flow. And being that we are in the flow, going with the flow, contemplating your ideas and different ideas of thought, maybe even some telepathy streaming in. I would do some automatic writing. Are they in alignment, in the flow for your future threading? Are things going against your heartstrings? So the heart is the beacon that is the ultimate choreographer of what we stream in for us and outside of us. Whatever you choose, just know that it's the part of us that must live out this outcome, whatever that is. That's the duty of our heart today, to choose the stream, use your heart to choreograph possibly a different timeline, option, philosophy, histories, the stories within your heart. It's all coming to this cosmic round table, if you will. So really observe, be a watcher, a timeline witnesser, if you will. Which streams are you able to open up to and relax the most in? What is the waters? So any resistance could be fear, doubt, worry, whatever that is. Any part of you in that river of denial, it may be a wise idea to eliminate or remove that option from your story. It's not part of your choreography. So if you can go through these different opportunities and see what your heart will tell you, anything that the heart isn't feeling should be removed or at least shelved for the moment, put it on the shelf. We often talk ourselves into things that really create havoc for our streams later. So, with my energetic hiccup and all, just a few announcements. The world is hilarious. Hey, but look, I have to turn my head over here because my screen's over here and the camera's here. I'm having a day interference. But writing your own story is your option. And I like the threads, the torsion field, and a water ritual. Earth in the water, by the way, there's different frequencies. A water ritual, bringing earth to the water. There's a reason for all of this. So those are your options. But a few announcements. The new moon is on the highway, the Capricorn new moon. Great insights there. I do have a ritual posted in the Musing corridor, my private village, Musing with Tanya D corridor, for the 20th, and a new moon on the 23rd ritual. But I'd really be contemplating your 2023 season this weekend, or that cycle, 2023 year. And the rising of the origins is opening up the end of January into the Chinese New Year. So be sure to chime on in, jump on in. There's some goodies in the portal as always. And the Shamanic Healing Academy is going to be live in January also. And as far as the mentorship, there's limited opportunities there, but it is totally open as well. And the Shamanic Healing Academy is really about intuitive psychics, medicine people of all kinds, a village, a gathering of souls, if you will. So if you're at the threshold of your personal medicine, maybe you're a little more awake or aware, join the wait list if your soul is nudging you to be part of that container, that village, at tanyad.com. And Monday, I do have the Otherworldly Insight podcast, Saturn on the highway. So for sure, check your inbox for that. And we also have the Oooooo happening. And I actually did a podcast, which is out on the highway already. So there's a lots of things happening next week between the seams. And just know, again, the Elemental Highway gives insight to those of you who are energy healing practitioners or into energy medicine, artists of energy healing, or if you are part of the opportunity of the evening of elemental energy. I use light, sound, vibration for healing through the body, adding energy medicine to your practice through the realm of the elementals. The skin being a reflective organ, even the largest organ, if you will, because the body is reflective. It tells us what's going on. It's feng shui for the body, energetically reading the language of the body through the elemental realm and healing the body, healing the home, or vice versa. Through the pathways, the meridians, nature, we do all have these pathways just on the earth plane as well as in the body, by the way. And we're all part of this grand design. We're all little particles in space-time dimension. So with that, today on the Elemental Highway, those are your options. I kind of like them all. Water ritual, writing your own story, and the torsion field, quantum. But on the Elemental Highway, we do have a Yin Water Rabbit of a day. It's like feeling the energy shifting. Saturn even moved a degree, and the moon is going to move into Libra later today. So you may feel the flow of creativity kind of beaconing through your chalice of your heart, the voice to be heard, our inner voice. The yin water is a river continually flowing. It's a bubbling spring. And the rabbit, you know, we all know what rabbits do. They continually produce. And the hour of the rabbit, or if you are a dragon, somewhere in your chart, we're going to have the east direction, which is wealth and thunder and wind and lightning. It's exciting. It's intuition, full of insights, being curious, questioning everything, finding the spiritual or those intuitive truths. So our day is flowing between the yin and the yang of water. We do need earth. So this is a friendly person, somebody who isn't able to distinguish between friends and enemies, possibly some sibling or family rivalry. And the wealth is hidden in the tiger, the fire. It's charismatic wealth. It's going to be released the hour of the monkey And the rooster clashes with our day, the rabbit. So this is going to bring unexpected resources to us. But the earth is the soil. It's a riverbank. It kind of reminds me literally of sitting in nature against a tree or on a log, enjoying a fire, the peaceful crackling of a fire. So contemplation, resting easy. And we only need the stones to create the circle, the container around the fire. But this is kind of a mountain scene to kind of visualize a story for yourself, kind of percolating. So that's kind of the feeling that's going there. And our messages of the day, let the hiccup and all. Again, your options, writing your story, which I would be contemplating that for 2023 into the new year. And the torsion field, the quantum, sparkling your timeline there. And also a water ritual with earth. Flowers are earth energy in the waters. So the messages of the day, I kind of brought in the seers. I was feeling the seers, the voice. So first up, if you chose the ritual of the waters, the earth and the waters, you got the Three of Cups. I love this card. It's this celebratory message. The three is our beliefs, our emotional beliefs, and emotions add to what our heart believes. The moon in Virgo heading into Libra. So we're kind of feeling the reality, the realness of what we believe taking form. We're kind of in the streams of receiving it, maybe accepting it. But this is all about friendships, abundance, cooperation. It's the village, the community, possibly having some closeness with your siblings. Don't know about that for myself, but joy, even those soul contracts, communication. But this really is celebration. It's really about the woof, the packs that we run in. It's having that soul connection, things that we create that aren't always forged with blood or defined by blood, but they are our living, breathing support system. They could be our fur babies, right? These are our deep friendships that are the family of our own choosing, our tribe. These are sacred connections that should be cherished and nurtured. The best and worst of times, our companions often serve as mirrors, allowing us to see who we really are through their eyes, their perspective. Like, who do you need to reach out to for support? That's when we call in our besties, hopefully, and we enjoy some warm laughter that comes from a powerful soul group. But these are mutually beneficial, loving bonds. They carry this vibrational attraction that are often ancient wisdom. They're from our origins, connecting us into our sacred kind of siblinghood, if you will, into this more excelling or expansive experience of witnessing through time and space. It reminds me of the rabbit, if you will, siblings. But following the Three of Cups, if you chose, if you chose that fun little quantum thing I picked, the torsion field. Sorry, I still have this cold. Isn't it great? Just hiccups, I'm telling you. But we have the Two of Swords. Emotions again, the moon heading to Libra, air, communication, intellect, intelligence of emotions, or the emotional intelligence. This, however, is a stalemate, being as a crossroads. Maybe you got to make a difficult choice, opposing ideas or options, philosophies, choosing the correct route of action to take, maybe having some memoirs, some thoughts, some contemplation, energetic hiccups. Do you know that feeling of not knowing? So it's time to make a choice. It may seem like you're kind of between a rock and a hard place. So if you can't decide which way to flow or to go, it's because you can't see the big picture, the galactic universe picture yet. But the magic of the Two of Swords is kind of whispering that melody that you must move in one direction. So really close your eyes, contemplate, listen to your internal guidance system, your own internal map. So if your intuition is fallen unusually silent, it's asking you to trust yourself, your ability to discern and decide and commit. So even in blindness, if you will, you already know the best way to move forward. So when we act, the future is going to reveal itself. It's going to help us to move towards those dreams, having faith that the universe is serving us the right experience on our platter. But being at the crossroads of duality, maybe we're over analyzing, maybe we're overthinking. That's just going to bury us deeper in the quicksand, in the multi-billion, trillion possible unlimited endings. So it's about finding rest, finding a peace of mind, and trusting our own judgment for ourselves. Often, when we're blinded by the unknown, the unseen, just know that we can trust ourselves to move forwards towards the light. Um, trust ourselves. Sometimes we don't do that, right? We listen to somebody else and that creates cosmic chaos. I've seen that before. Okay, if you chose writing your own story, you get the Nine of Cups, which I like this card. Nine is Mars energy, but it's on holiday in the season of Gemini, our mind. So being fickle on the action to take, the mind, emotions, the resistance of what we may be feeling on a day like today. So even the messages have a lot of water. So emotions, the yellow, the rays of optimism, that's kind of what I see there. So this is a message of kind of having delayed gratification. Maybe your desires are feeling a little unfulfilled. Are your dreams not manifesting, coming to fruition? Do you have some greed blocking your path, yourself or somebody else? Maybe you're not even appreciating the little things, the simple things in life. So this is a message of abundance and happiness, but it's often fittingly called the wish card. So being otherworldly, are we blocking our wishes, our dreams? Or what have you been wishing for? Have you been allowing yourself to experience how fulfilling the journey can be? Are you filling your life with laughter and joy and bliss and optimism to really add to the ingredient to that next phase of your happiness that we're orchestrating the story? We're taking some stock in, making the list of all the feels that may be bubbling to the surface, coming to the surface. And just remember to practice gratitude for the manifestations as if you already have it, that have happened or that are your dreams. So this message actually is auspicious. It's about prosperity. It's about harmony. It's about bliss, getting what we deserve. What we have been working towards is actually coming to us, but you might be negating yourself. But it's time to enjoy life, the simple pleasures, sinking or resonating into the beauty, the wonder of those joy molecules kind of bubbling through our heart, just opening up and accepting and receiving some blissful glyphs from the universe that we can be grateful for, seeing through the eye of God, rose-colored glasses maybe. Just know that these things are coming your way. They're from the universe. The reason I say that is because it's otherworldly. So they're not going to come in the streams that we feel or see or think they might come in. So this feels like it may also be kind of a roller coaster of a day with some siblings, family even. So if you are working on your relationships, you are a Sagittarius. Relationships are your opposing duality energy. Today is actually a magical day to connect with the people, relationships, personal, business, partnerships, etc. The heart is open, maybe a new approach, just as a reminder to be open to all the endless otherworldly possibilities and allowing your heart to be the one that speaks the final tonality, the note. So today really is a day to be also in the zone of neutrality, giving zero. If you catch what I'm throwing down, be in the zone, give zero. Be a watcher. The Hom channel is on, and the Oohhh, the Mongolian rock band, self-expression, bringing it to earth. It's time to be at peace, knowing heartfelt what future you do belong in, what story you are choreographing or orchestrating for the high vibe future life. It's time to receive the ingredient from the universe. It is your story. I would affirm that I am believing independently in my future orchestrated by the universe. Listen telepathically. The story, the old story is being choreographed, orchestrated into a new one. I would maybe sit down and do some automatic writing this weekend. That's just kind of a musing idea, like musing into what 2023 is going to bring with all the stuff that's happening next week. Not only do we got the new moon, but we're entering into the season of Capricorn. So there's a lot of little tidying up happening. So with all of that, thanks for tuning in, enjoying my energetic hiccup. And as always, I will see you on the other side. Ashe. Oh, hiccups again. Here we go.
Blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. This Musing Moon is brought to you by the last new moon, a super moon at that, in the season of Capricorn, December 23rd, 2022, arriving at 5:17 a.m. Eastern, 4:17 Central, 3:17 Mountain, and 2:17 a.m. Pacific, but go ahead and check your local time zone to see when she apexes for you. And if you have been tuning into the Musing with Tanya D podcast, I'm actually searching for a new theme for 2023. I generally coin or theme my seasons every year. And this year, I'm actually feeling the season of the witch or the year of the witch. Why? You may be wondering why. In the Dagara cosmology, the elements play a huge role in gift and purpose, our personal medicine. And this upcoming year is the season of nature, which I have already done a nature series. You can go ahead and check that out. I believe it was around 2017.